All right. It is almost time. Gonna just open my windows here and then I'll be right back and we'll go ahead and get started for today. All right, there we go. Now I'm more comfy. Let's go ahead and get chat popped out. Hell yeah. We are good to go. So I'm just going to be continuing an illustration from last stream. I started working on two of my characters from my Webtoon and made a lot of progress off stream. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, this is probably a big difference than last time you guys saw it here. So I finished Cassie. I did the background and the foreground, and now I'm just working on Caius. So let's see, where was I? Got his head. He needs some paints. Oh, by the way, I know it's late as hell, but I put up the art share post. It is on my Twitter finally, so make sure you spread the word quickly about that. That was totally my bad. Lost track of days again. Yeah, Havoc. My beautiful wife is here. Makes me happy. Let's see. Trying to remember how I did his pants. So we definitely... He's got some big old pockets. By the way, let me know if the music is too loud. Kind of felt like rocking out today while I work on art, so might have it a little louder than normal. I'll have his pants be one of those ones where they connect lower down here. Some comfy pants. As I've gotten older, I've appreciated comfort more than anything, so though these characters are quite a bit younger than me. Put the pocket on this side. That pocket needs to be longer. So the other one is pretty sizable too. There we go. Gotta have big old pockets in the wasteland. I know you write me off. Give me. There we go. Let's actually make it a little bit bigger this way. Gotta love the liquefy tools. So helpful. And since this is going to be behind that, I'm not going to worry about drawing that low. Pretty much would just be a waste of time, essentially. Now, if I were going to expand it down there, I totally would, so... Alright, so we got all that, so let's put it... He's going to be behind Cassie. So put it back. Whoops. Put it right there. Haha. Haha, haha. Don't need this anymore. Make sure all this is connected so I can do my little trick. And we'll make sure that the selection is right. Looks like it is. Hell yeah. Invert. No, don't put it down there. For why? Meh. Let's see. This and boop. All right, just got to finish up my lines and my shading, and then I can give them some hair in a little bit. Because Caius is not bald. I promise, bro, we'll get you some hair. Man, I hope we get a lot of people for this Saturday's art share. Feel really bad that I forgot to post that. Kind of kneecap myself on that stream, huh? Dummy boy status. Probably yap a bit more when people actually get in here. I'm also concentrating, so don't mind me. Chug. Thinking I'll use a handy dandy zipper brush when I go to do the coloring, so I don't have to draw all that. That's a pain in the ass. Let's put some shadow under his top so we get some separation. I like to kind of like erase away just a little bit of the outlines just to show that they continue into the shadow area. Don't have to do that, but I just kind of like it. Need to work on some variety in the line thickness. It's kind of all the same right now. So I drew this quickly. Getting distracted and jumping all over the image. Which is fine, as long as it gets done. do is do some of that just so it's not too crazy. Crazy. Of course, if I do it in the right spot. There we go. Should probably do it over here since I did it there. Be consistent. Folds and close are always super tedious. Even when they're stylized like this and super simplified, still takes a while. Let's make the go more up like that. Let's put the shadow under there. All right, let's see. So he's got more design. Got another line following this. There we go. That's good. And I think I had some stuff around here. Like that. All right. Then towards the bottom here, we got this number. Oops. Kind of carve away a little bit where there's some folds. There we go. That's looking pretty good. I think we can do some pretty big shadowing on the pants since these are really big forms. Detail down here doesn't quite matter as much. It's not really the focus anyway. Put some shadow where the pocket is. Down here, we can kind of just make this all shadow. And I think that'll work. Make sure the silhouette still looks pretty good though. We can kind of do that. I always like the coloring to do most of the heavy lifting anyway, so we don't have to go too crazy with line work. Almost there. Then we can do his hair. Windseeker, what's up, dude? Hell yeah, just working on some more of my that picture of my my Webtoon characters, so I promise I'm also working on your model. I'm just doing that off stream for now. It's not shelved. No worries. Want you to be able to join us on stream. It's going to be exciting. I'm just going to go ahead and close off down here. Just do that number since, like I said, we don't really need to concentrate too much on the detail down here. And just kind of suggest that there's folds and stuff. There we go. It's good enough. Yeah, I've been meaning to like get back into it. It's been sitting there for so long. That's totally my fault too. Letting just a gold mine just like right away there. All right, let me double check his face real quick, see if he needs anything. Don't think he does. There we go. Hell yeah. Put these in the folder so I stay organized. Ooh, it's toasty up here. All right. Let's give this man some hair. So he's not a baldy boy. Though there's nothing wrong with bald people. But our characters are younger than that. Let's reduce that line. Why won't you register? Thank you. Jeez. Just did not want to do what I was telling it. A little over his ear there. Sure that his hairline isn't too far back since he's younger. Definitely gonna have to go and clean this up after I do get it all filled in. Do that, and that one clean up the line. Let's make his sideburn a little less crazy. I think August has got the crazy sideburns like unlock, so not every character needs them. Let's see, let's have a line where his pompadour is going to go from. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I need it too. Trust me. Aniki's Oasis barbershop here, making miracles happen. All right, let's get the general shapes for this. So it's gonna kind of go kind of like that, and then we'll do some stuff to it to make it more textured. Let's bring it, make it a little bigger here. Oops. And then we'll kind of give it this number because it's going to be poofy. All right. Try to remember what brushes I use for Cassie's hair. So let's see. I did some of this to give it some texture. Just real subtle. And then we'll give it some flyaway like curls and whatnot. That way it's got the texture it needs. Make the brush a little smaller. As we get back here. Oops, it's a little too messy. Try to retain the shape. I want it to kind of poof again back here. Thinking. Yeah. Perfect. Flip it. It's looking all right. And then I know I had a curly hairbrush here for some of these. Try to make it kind of like not too crazy. Just that he has some curls at least. Since his sister does. Get some kind of going the other way too. That's probably good. Doesn't need to be super crazy. Actually, we'll erase away that a little bit. Some spacing in between these. There we go. Looks good to me. All right, so now he has hair. Let's go ahead and let's fill in his flats. So let's see, hair. Keep it all nice and labeled. We're gonna clip all the flats to this gray layer. Let's get his skin tone first. Let's see. Val and August, blah, 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 blah. Where are they? Lindus siblings. There we go. It's kind of orangey. Let's bring it a little more desaturated. There we go. Okay, we still have that as the reference layer, so I could start filling in his skin. Some Clip Studio Paint magic. Oops, I didn't fill in right there. Is that the last part of the skin I need? I think it is. Make sure this is all completely filled in. Don't want any gaps. There we go. There was some. There we go. Now I can finish his skin. There we go. All right, time for more flats. So let's do, it's got like an under thing here. Let's see, some of the other parts have similar colors, so I'm gonna do that on his arm. Oh yeah, I gotta get his fingers. And I think that's it. Let me look at the reference real quick. It looks like some on the top here is actually this color too. I really need to make full-on character sheets so I can just reference them. All right, awesome. It's not that. Oh, the pants will be the same color too, actually. So let's get that all filled in. Again, you want to keep the outfits pretty basic because it's a webtoon, so you're going to be drawing these characters a lot. So you don't want like things to be super crazy and take fucking forever. I probably still put way too much detail into my characters anyway. Because I'm just like, I don't know. I hate myself or something. Just whole ass syndrome, making things way harder than they need to be. All right, that's that. Let's get some of the colors for the arm. Wow, that looks like barely different than the... There we go. Another layer. We're gonna adjust this orange so it's not quite as saturated. Let's see. Trying to remember which ones are what color. I think that's about right. Don't particularly remember. It's been so long. I am a bad character dad. Now there's some of this going on in between. These little parts will be glowy when I'm done. I need some more of that orange. Schmore, even. Schmorange. Make sure the colors on the design are unified. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. And the majority of the rest of his outfit is this color. All right, that's all filled in. Flats are always tedious, though. Always. Yeah, I'll have to fix that. This is just in between. This might have been easier to do actually manually. Most likely. Oops, that doesn't go down that far. Got ahead of myself. Alright, got that. Get into the fun part soon. I can actually start doing the rendering. Let's make sure all these areas are actually filled, though, before we get too far. Oops. Right there was missing, and I think I saw part up here. Yep. There we go. Then we can go back to our orange, kind of fill that in. Hell yeah. Let's see, so now I need his eyes and stuff. Oops. Oh, this has got to go above his skin. That would make sense. When you do eyes, you want to make sure that the eyes aren't completely white. They have kind of like a gray and a little bit of like your actual skin tone like mixed into it. Otherwise, it look like, yeah, what the hell? Oh, I'm doing that all on the wrong layer. I was like, what is happening? And the same with the teeth. All right, let's see. Brush just freaking out there. There we go. We got his flats looking goo. Sure, I save often. Okay, cool. So let's see. I gotta figure out how I feel like doing this. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna turn this other stuff off, I think. Then we're gonna go from there. We'll start with the skin. All right, do some ocular occlusion here. Oh, wait, that's not the layer that I wanted to do that on. Not at all. There we go. There, and a little bit that way, a little bit that way, some under his nose, some in the ear. All right, now we can start doing the shadows. This is mostly going to be shadow under here. Then we'll add some darker shadows. Actually, I feel like this should also have... We're just going to fill that in. Actually, we're going to just redo that spot. There we go. So this will cast a shadow, so let's do that. Oops, I got something in here. There we go. Gonna make it a little darker in certain areas. Actually feel like this area can be a little lighter. Just slightly. There we go. Alright, his hair is gonna cast a pretty big shadow. And his nose. Kind of have it do kind of like this. Or kind of make it a little darker there. There we go. That's looking good. I'll have a slight shadow on this side of the face. Make it subtle. This area will be a little darker. And right there. There we go. We're just going to make this super subtle over here. These characters don't get a lot of sleep because they're in the wasteland. Just do a little subtle around these areas here. There we go. Area is going to be a lot darker. Oops. Do that, and then what we'll do is we'll take a blend it a little bit in some of these areas. There and there. A little bit there. Feel like this could use some blending. There we go. It is ear. Help if I had the right brush. And make that smaller. Carve a little of that out. A little darker heel and heel. Make the bottom of his ear right there and there, so it's more 3D. There we go. Oh, forgot his arm and his hand. As my mouse goes wild. All right, that's basically going to be shadow, so we can just paint bucket tool. Bleh. That. Smegsy bicep. This is going to be in shadow. Let's get the spots that'll be just basically straight up shadow. All right. Actually, let's take this area to that number. It's a little more squared off on the top. You know what? We're going to have this whole spot like that. And then can kind of carve away a little bit. There we go. Get the shadowing for his lips before I forget. Basically, this right here is shadow. There we go. Oh, yeah, she's just hanging out. Let's see, I need... What color did I do for Cassie's lips? I don't remember. I think what I did is I started there, then I went to... Made it like that, made it kind of grayish. It's a little too gray. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I think we both just been pretty low energy lately just because like the weather is like sucks so much. It's like haven't been having to like suck down coffee like crazy lately. Let's see, and then what we'll do is that and that. There's usually a little bit of pink around the inside of the lips here. If I can find a decent enough color for what I'm looking for. Just kind of subtle there. Then we can take the regular color and kind of bring it back. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta get his scars where his robot arm is attached. Bobot arm. Bebop boop. There's going to be quite a few characters that have, like, you know, either scarring or prosthetics because the wasteland is certainly a dangerous place. Especially since you don't just have zombies, you have all sorts of creatures. Let's turn that down just a bit. 75%. There we go. Get our Terminator going. Oops, I meant to invert that selection. There we go. All right, and need some red across there. The cheeks a bit. Ears a little bit. Oop, that's too strong. A little bit across the knuckles. The knuckles. Ah. Down a little bit, and then glow dodge. Warm up the skin some. All right, now we can give him some lighting. Oh, I think this is the least I've ever yapped on a stream. I'm like practically silent here. Just concentrating. Hopefully you guys are having a good time watching me like this. Appreciate it even if you're just lurking. All right, getting there. The skin's almost done. Let's see, I need some of the colors from the environment going on here. And from this clothing, let's turn on the orange so I can grab it. If I can find it. There it is. Oops. Did I even get it on my color pick? I don't feel like I did. There we go. Let's see, we'll have some up here. Let's see, I think I had some of this color. Maybe a little bit of, throw that in there. It's just got to be subtle anyway. Basically just want to make sure that the shadows aren't just one like muddy color, that they actually reflect some of the colors in the background. That's how you get things looking juicy and good. Let's see, that's probably good for that area. Let's get some on the bicep. Oops, not that intense. There we go. Got some color variation. All right, we are almost done with the skin. Woohoo! Let's see. Yeah, it's looking good. Hell yeah. Zoom him out a little bit. Adjust his values. Yeah, reset. Just a little bit lighter so it's easier to see from a distance. Okay, that's probably looking good. Merge that all together. Do a little effects. There we go. Hell yeah. Got his skin all straight. Let me go ahead and merge that together. And save. All right, let's do his eye whites next. And his teeths. All right, this side is mostly going to be in shadow here. Get nice and dark there. And we'll take a smaller one. Kind of erase away right here a little bit. A little bit right here. Definitely needs it in the rest of the teeth. It's definitely nice to see like how far I've come from like my reference images. Looks a hell of a lot better. I've improved. Woohoo! What's funny is like I give him an expression like he's mad, but it's because they're looking for something in a storage unit and he doesn't want to be there. Hey, Puffy. Ooh, is this a raid? That'll bring my spirits up. Hell yeah, that'll get me yapping again. How's it going, guys? Thanks. I appreciate it. This is these are characters from my webcomic. Oops, this is supposed to be a multiply layer. There we go. Let me actually zoom it out so you guys can see the whole thing. This is what I got so far. So I got Cassie all done here. She's the younger sibling. In the comic, they make all the gear for all the other characters and maintain everything. They are the Lindus siblings. Thanks. Yeah, I figured I would do, you know, I would do my POC characters for Black History Month. I feel like a lot of black characters don't get a lot of love, so our story has lots and lots of diversity. I'm very proud of it. Well, thank you for all the kind words. I really appreciate it. I keep like not being able to decide whether I want to go like painterly or if I want to do like, you know, more of a cell shaded. So I always end up with like a little bit of like an in between. Yes, representation definitely matters. Let's see. So we need a Terminator from the skin color. Do I want it to be that? Yeah, I think I do. It's always good to have the skin or like the eye, like color reflected in the eyes a little bit. I mean the hair color. Whoops. Not the eye color. Hell yeah, Umbra. You know, I would link it, but I've been like redoing this webtoon like so many times. So I'm actually in the process of there are some chapters up right now, but I am in the process of redoing them. Problem is my art style like evolves like so rapidly that I'm just like, this old stuff looks like crap now. It's called Born and Raised. You know what? I'll actually let me find the link real quick. You're gonna be able to tell the difference immediately between like my new art style and my old art style. Let me find it real fast for you. I'll put it in chat. Let's see. Born and Raised. Oh no, if I can find it. I know it's still there. I didn't take it down. There it is. Let me copy and paste. There you go, guys. Like I said, I'm in the process of like redoing all the art. So as you can tell from the stream, it looks way better already. Oh, get some rest, Puffy Potato. I'm so glad that you guys showed up. You're welcome to show up at any time. I'll try to raid you guys at some point too, even though I probably won't have a lot of people. Well, have a great night, get lots of rest, and I can't wait to see more artwork from you. You too, Umbra.
Mr. Number 0 and
if you guys follow me on Twitter, link any of your projects for me. I'll definitely go check them out. Yeah, the post is up, so definitely make sure that you add to that, and any artists you know, I want to give them the spotlight. The royal treatment. Good night, guys. Of course, if anybody wants to stick around, they're welcome to. The more, the merrier. I totally get being tired, though, because I'm tired all the time. It's like my permanent state. Whoops, I almost forgot about his teeth. Whoops, 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 whoops. Let's see. Let's fix that real quick. Can't slack on different areas of the picture. Make me sad. Oh, it is Spirit Box. The song is called Blessed Be. I'll warn you, a lot of it is It's going to be quite a bit heavier if you're used to the lo-fi on Puffy's there. I listen to all sorts of music, but I really like metal. Metal is like my main thing. Probably because like growing up, used to go to a lot of like local shows and whatnot, and a lot of my friends were in bands, like in metal bands. Hell yeah. I've actually been meaning to expand my playlist. Like I have a Oasis playlist on YouTube Music, but I can't figure out how to make it work quite right on stream. So right now I'm just using Spotify. So I have like pesky ads and crap, which is annoying. Those pesky ads. All right, so let's see. Oh, that is not what I wanted. Hitting the wrong damn button here. Soft light. Oh, wait. I know what I should have done. Aha, haha. Getting ahead of myself here. I need to select the eyes and the teeth before I do gradient maps. So it won't affect the whole image. And then some tone adjustment. So let's see, let's back it out so we can see. Make it a little bit lighter so his eyes don't disappear when we get into the full image. That's probably pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, now when I back it out, I can still see him. Hell yeah. Perfect. Exactly what I was going for. But yeah, I don't know if you guys caught it, but if any of you are artists, I do a art share stream every Saturday. So if you guys follow me on Twitter, it's going to be Art on a Key VT. There is a post pinned to my profile. You can drop your art in the comments, and I will say super nice things about it on Saturday. Tell your artist friends. I want to make sure everybody gets the spotlight they deserve. It's rough being an artist, you know. Oh, of course. I know how it goes, so. Especially since these streams, you know, they aren't all about me. Like, I'm trying to just build like a more like positive like art community, because it's like it's been pretty bad lately. Plus it gives me something to look forward to every single weekend. It's my favorite stream. All right, the eye whites are done. Woohoo! Merge all that together. Sure. Save. Looks like some of this bled through under here, so we'll just clean it up. Some of the chromatic aberration is kind of going out of bounds. A little bit of a party foul. What about the teeth? We doing good there? We're doing good. Yeah. All right. Let's get these eyeballs going on, the irises. Actually, what I'm thinking... So I'll alpha lock this layer. And then we'll do some adjustments that way. There we go, that's better. That. Sure it's all filled in. Zoom out to make sure it still looks good. All right, so now let's do some of this. That's not supposed to be normal. There we go. Back it off just a little bit. It's so cool you guys came from Puffy there. They are extremely nice. I really enjoy talking to them. Bring up the eyes. So they have really nice green eyes. All the siblings. The Lindus siblings. Oh, that's right. I gotta turn off the selection if I want to do that. Did I overdo that? I might a little bit. Let's erase away some of that. That's not quite so intense. Can kind of split it up a little bit too. I don't want to lose detail. Looking pretty good so far.
Rexgamervt_135 a new traveler.
Hell yeah. So let's see, it's gradient map time. I think I used the holographic on Cassie's. Yeah, I think that's the right one. And then our tone curve, of course. Zoom it on out. Lighten things up a little bit. Maybe a little darker in some area. It's probably good. Yeah, his will be a little bit lighter. Let's bring that in a little bit. There we go. That looks better. It's got more of a contrast to it. Merge that together. Duplicate. Duplicate. Oh, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Yes, yes. Oop, not saturation, color. Actually, you know what? I don't need to do it for that layer. I can get away with doing that. On the color layer. This is the one that I need. I need that. Yeah. Hell yeah. All right, so we got the eyes and the teeth. And we got the skin. Hell yeah. Making good progress here. See, what else do I want to do before I wrap up the stream? Kind of thinking I should do his jacket, because that's a big area. I think that's probably good. Oh wait, I did this differently on Cassie, where I did all the shadows over top. Ah, I remember how I did it. Okay, cool. So let's turn all this on. Then I can do the same thing I did with Cassie from here. So all the lighting and whatnot matches. So we are going merge together what I already have. Merge that stuff. And then we'll merge this stuff. Now I can do everything on top. Man, I really should have made a palette for this. I can't remember what colors I used. Whoops. Oh well, we'll figure it out. I'm an artist. I'm adaptable. All right, maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it was... Oh, I think I know what I did. I made it like kind of a grayish color. We'll kind of do the... like the basics, and then we'll go from big to medium to small. Let's see, that's gonna, he's kind of bent over, so this will be a little darker in this area. We can go in and kind of carve a little bit of a way. Things a little bit darker over here. I always think it's really funny when artists tell you not to use the airbrush. It's like, well, you can use it really well. You just have to get used to it. It's not a completely forbidden tool, I promise. You just gotta make sure you cut back into it, you know? Oh, I remember. I did like a rim light kind of situation. That's what I did. So we'll carve around the outside here. I remember. Now we can start doing some hard shadows. And since this is all digital, I can always adjust all the colors and everything later on. So it's 0% a big deal if I did something differently. Yep, help if I was on the right tool. Carve away just a bit there. I know a lot of like comic like colorists actually use similar technique to this, like professionals. The lasso tool is extremely useful. I think what I'm going to do is I will finish up at least the shadow layer, and then we will call it for this stream. Get kind of under here. Feel like this area here is going to be fairly dark. It's under his chesticles, his barotitis. That way when we zoom out, we can see. Let's do some actual hard shadow. Don't want everything to be super subtle, especially when it comes to the clothing. Do stuff like this. And then if we want to, we can pull it back a little bit. Like that. Caius is one strong boy. This will have some gradient to it. Just subtle. Make sure we still have the form intact. Oops. Missed a spot in there. Let's do these so they're actually like some folds. Yeah. Oh, he needs like a shadow from his collar. Let's do that. Let's actually make it go out farther. Let's just kind of lean that way. That a little darker there. You know, sometimes I like to do this in grayscale too, just so like my values check out, but color's just so fun. You know, there's gonna be more of a shadow this way as he leans. So let's do that. Want to keep his posture in account. We're gonna use some shapes here. And then we can do this like it's deeper. I think that was the plan in my head when I was doing this. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. I can't always think correctly about all of the shadow and whatnot for clothing. It's always complex. Kind of just go for, you know, what looks like it kind of makes sense, you know? You can always blend it and whatnot later, like areas you don't particularly care for. So I'm going to blend this area together a little bit. We're going to blend out some of these tips here so it's not so robotic. Maybe a little softer here. There we go. Let's see. See, I think we got another point here where it's kind of hinged a little bit around the waist, so we'll do that. We'll do that. Some subtle ones. All the triangles. I think this area needs to be darkened up a bit. Just a bit. And then I can blend it a little bit. It's not so off-putting. I'm actually kind of wondering think this should go more like this. This should be a big old thicky boy shadow. Yeah, that looks way better. Okay, cool. Sorry, Cassie, I'm going to turn you off for a minute because your hair is in the way of his arm. There we go. Probably should do that anyway so I can concentrate on what he looks like. All right, let's see. Let's put some shadowing from his body right here. Maybe a little bit more here. Oops. Forgot that this is part of it. You know, let's go back. Let's do it right there, like that. Got to make sure that this actually follows the form. So we would have some more heart shadows. This would kind of go like that. There'd be a bit of a hard shadow here. This will be more subtle. This will cast a little bit of a shadow here. Just make it subtle. Let's kind of make this so it has like a lip. I think that'll make it look more 3D. Hell yeah. It worked. Woohoo! Kind of want to show that these have a shape to them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that, and then I will carve away some. Just a little bit there. You know what? I should carve away some on this too. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Make it kind of subtle there. There we go. I can tell it's kind of like more of like a muscle shape. At least that's what I'm going for. Make it a little darker there and make it a little lighter here. Yeah. Perfect. Then do some like that, and then give it like a little lip. That away, and then let's kind of give it like a ridge. Oops. And down here we'll make that dark. And then we can kind of phase it out a little. There we go. Looking pretty good. All right, this is going to cast a shadow. So let me do that there. That is a harsher shadow. We're just trying to show some differences between the values and the shapes. So this will kind of cast a shadow too. You know what? I think I want to keep that area like it's going to be a little lighter. So do that pretty subtle. Kind of like that. There we go. I like that. This will definitely cast a shadow. And we'll do this like it has a lip. subtle variation here. The knuckles, like they're big and chunky. I don't think I have to do that over there, but that's okay. I think this should have a lip too. There we go. All this will also cast shadow. Then we'll do there like it has a lip. Give these some sort of shape. There we go. Getting there, guys. Oh yeah. It's Lauren Babick. She does like a ton of like really awesome covers. I really like her. I like Jonathan Young. He does a lot of like covers. Tends to metalify them. Rain Paris has got really good metal covers. I think it's funny because like I'm a little bit older, so like a lot of like cover stuff is kind of like nostalgia for me. All right, getting there. So we just got to do the bottom of the shirt and the pants for the shadows. And then I'm going to call this stream so I can actually eat some food. I'm getting really hungry. I'm so happy I have new people to hang out with and talk to, though. I'll have to DM Puffy and thank them for rating me. Super helpful. Oops. That is not even the brush I want. Let's see. That looks pretty good. And there's going to be lots of shadowing on the pants. Do that. And the pants don't require as much detail anyway because they are not the focus. Let's do the inner part here. Boop. Get my big shapes out of the way. Below the knee here. Getting there. Some more subtle shadows now. It's kind of like building, basically. Kind of just layer things on top of them until they have the right, kind of the right shape. Let's make that a little darker, actually. And then we'll blend it so it doesn't look super crazy. There we go. Of course, when we get to lighting, that'll do a lot of the heavy lifting. Let's see. So that would be kind of where it's stretched across. So we need that. Need some here. So we'll do that. Extend that shadow down. Do that for the clothes. Oops. Go away. Haha. Let's see. I don't want to do quite as much shadow on this side. I think that looks pretty good. Hell yeah. All right, that's a pretty good spot to call it. Let me turn Cassie back on so we can see the whole deal. And then I will probably continue this a little bit off stream. Tomorrow's stream is going to be Monster Hunter World. I will be yapping and killing monsters, having a good time. So if you guys want to show up for that, keep me company and, you know, give this scuffed VTuber something to talk about, that'd be fantastic. Let me go ahead and go back to the lobby here so I can wrap all this up. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for showing up for today's stream. We worked on Cassie and Caius. Oh, you want me? Well, I gotta eat some food, man. I'll raid later for sure. Maybe I'll do a raid tomorrow after I do my my Monster Hunter stuff. Anyway, if you were just lurking, thank you so much for being here. I also appreciate you just as much as everybody else. And I will catch you guys tomorrow at 5:30. If you're not already following me, go ahead and follow me.